I know this looks like somebody watercolor swatching, but it's actually a whole ass story that starts with a watercolor painting I saw at a tattoo shop about 18 years ago. I loved it so much that the artist who painted that English did the tattoo on my entire back, and it took years. The artist gifted me this on my 30th birthday, and I remember looking at it in wonder and thinking, wouldn't it be cool if the scales were iridescent? I went and did some research, bought him a set of iridescent watercolor paints, and I'd recently asked him the last time I saw him, how'd they work out? And apparently not very well and not very even. So what's a girl to do but learn how to make her own watercolors, right? I'd seen on Instagram a video of this being painted and was like, I absolutely have to do this. After some research, I decided to make my own watercolor base, and this is everything being put together. And then there you go, Bob's your uncle watercolor base. Probably my favorite, it's MAC Cosmetics Chrome. I decided to mortar and pestle the rest of the pigments because that mulling takes way too long. We'll see how it works out, and it's about 1 part mica solution to 3 to 4 parts of watercolor medium. Some of these colors were just stunning. Here's a close-up after grinding on it for a couple minutes. Unbelievable. I tested the opacity as I went on a piece of paper and how finely I was able to get the grind. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. I had a really fun time mixing the pure colors and the mica and figuring out if it needed more warmth or depth. These watercolors weren't quite dry by the time I tested them out because it takes 3-ish days, but good enough for me to tell how they were. Then it was time to make a little insert for the pan and actually do a nice looking swatch so that he knows what he's working with. I'm using distilled water here just because I don't want to introduce bacteria in it, and this was extremely fun. Now we're going to look at a breakdown cost-wise of everything it took to put this together in case you want to make a nice gift for a fellow artist. White iridescent pigments, chrome color Chameleon pigments. I also used makeup cosmetics pigments from MAC and Truth Knowledge Beauty. Then, of course, an empty tin with some watercolor pans, a mini mortar and pestle I got, again, from a makeup company, and some watercolor paper. You can buy watercolor medium pre-made, but I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to change the formula. Here's the raw material cost to make this set. I do have leftover, so I can make more. So this is everything I had to buy to make this happen. And you can get a set of these on Amazon right now for $394. And I spent about $20 less than that. I started this project 4 days ago and have worked on it about 8 hours a day, so 32 hours or so. Very fun. So when you see something that's handmade that looks wildly expensive and you think, I could do that, just buy it. Just buy it. I'm kidding, of course. This was extremely fun. And honestly, I'm going to make more. I don't even know how to paint. I can't draw, but I'm going to start because making watercolor is amazing. Hope you enjoyed it.